Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're all having a great start to your day. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It means we are now being joined by Storm teammate meteorologist Blake Harms, and we're going to take a little bit deeper dive into some weather topics. Blake, thank you for being here, as always.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Phil.
Of course. And, you know, the first thing, obviously, on a lot of people's minds is the winter, how it's been going. You know, it may not feel, we really haven't seen snow stick around that much,
Right.
but in actuality, it has been a pretty snowy winter. Blake, can you kind of just talk us through about some of the key figures and historical data that kind of went into being one of the snowiest winters in Grand Rapids history?
Yeah, so we posted something a few days ago on Facebook saying that it was in our top 10 snowiest, and a lot of folks just simply didn't believe us. Understandably so, but in order to get to the snowfall total for the season, we kind of have to look at just how feast or famine this winter has been. So we've actually broken 6 daily snowfall records this winter. So 2 of them happened during that November lake effect snow event. 1 happened the weekend before Christmas. 2 of them happened with the Christmas blizzard, and then we actually broke another one last Friday with that snow that fell where many places saw 6 to 12 inches. So it's been all these huge events that have added up, and we are now tied for our 4th snowiest winter on record in Grand Rapids at 105.2 inches. Yeah, and so that it's hard to believe, but we had our 2nd snowiest November and our 5th snowiest December. So by the time we got to the new year, we were already almost at 60 inches, not a little above 60 inches. So again, it's hard to believe, but notice also that I believe it's, if I'm looking correctly, 5 of the 7 snowiest winters in Grand Rapids have happened since the year 2000. So it's been kind of
a
an
trend
interesting...
we're starting to see. I'm
Yeah,
sure. But look
yeah.
at that 1952 season. I mean,
we're
only 27 inches away from that, Blake.
Isn't that
but,
wild?
I mean,
if
we're hitting 27 more inches the rest of this winter, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, and that winter of 2013, 2014 is one that a lot of folks will remember. And that was actually one where the lake froze super far out. And that was the main difference with that winter and this winter, is that winter the snow stuck around basically from December through almost March, late March. And so this winter it's been come and go. I mean, we had 10 inches of snow, if not more, fall on Friday morning, and by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a lot of it had already melted.
Right.
So it's just been a weird winter in that sense. But the main interesting part of this winter, too, is that the bookends of winter have been pretty extreme, but the core of the winter, which we would expect to snow, really didn't get much. In fact, if we look at the month-by-month totals in Grand Rapids, we had, so November, again, was our 2nd snowiest. December was our 5th snowiest. And then we had way below average snow for January and February. So, this is Kalamazoo. So we'll start with this. This is interesting. Yeah. So we've seen 105 inches in Grand Rapids. Kalamazoo has seen 56. And last month they saw a whopping 0.2 inches of snow recorded. Yeah. So you can tell November was really snowy. December was fairly close to average, but January and February were way below average.
Right.
Now March is way above average. The main reason why they didn't get anything in February was those ice storms. They got a lot of rain and freezing rain.
Pick your poison. Do you want snow or do you want ice?
Yeah, I think a lot of people would rather have snow.
Yes.
But so that's Kalamazoo, and then we also have Muskegon, which is a really interesting one. So they typically get a lot of
29 inches in January.
Yes, that's their average, and they got 16 inches.
Yeah.
The only month that they've been close to average is November and March, and they typically see a lot of lake effect snow. We've had very little in the way of lake effect snow this winter, so they've really gotten the short end of the stick.
Right.
Running over 30 inches below average. And then Grand Rapids is just the wild one. So November we saw our 2nd snowiest. In December we had almost 40 inches of snow in the month. So again, by the time we got to the new year, we were actually almost at 70 inches.
Right. We almost doubled December's average.
Yes.
That is an insane stat.
And then we had a pretty quiet January, really quiet in terms of snowfall, February, and now March we've had over 2 times our average.
We're only
snow.
halfway through March, Blake.
Yes, exactly. And with some more snow in the forecast. So that goes to show you just how weird this winter has been. But if you add those up, we're at, again, 105.2 inches of snow on the year, which is, again, hard to believe, but it's true.
Right. No, and of course, I feel like I bring it up every single time we have these conversations, Blake, but I'm coming from Alabama.
Yep.
So when I hear people say, oh, it hasn't been that bad of a winter, because we have had those pockets where we haven't really seen a whole lot.
Yep.
I always think that any amount of snow is a lot, coming from Alabama, where we maybe saw an inch or two every winter. And I think it was like the third week I was here, we had 2 feet over the course of a weekend. So kind of like talk about those pockets that we're seeing of having these strong bits of snow and then just kind of a couple days without it. Even when it has snowed a lot, it doesn't seem to stick around very long.
No, so the biggest example of that was the Christmas week blizzard. So Christmas morning, we woke up to 17 inches of snow on the ground in Grand Rapids. By the time we got to the next Wednesday or Thursday, I think it was the 20th or the 29th, it had almost all melted. And so it's just another one of those instances where we have not been able to keep the snow. We've had these up and down temperature trends, and we're getting to the point of year now where it doesn't even have to be that warm. Temperatures this afternoon in the mid to upper 30s, a few spots in the low 40s, but with the angle of the sunshine is getting more direct, and that's making it harder to keep the snow. So it's just, it's been an odd winter. And Ellen didn't ask Ellen about a month ago about how we've been, over the last few decades, we've been trending less and less days with an inch or more of snow on the ground. And that just shows you the more temperature fluctuations we've been seeing around wintertime.
Right. No, and just kind of wrapping things up here, Blake, talking about the snow is getting me cold and getting me frightened and everything. But, and we have seen just this incredible amount of snow as we have been talking about really throughout this entire conversation. But we maybe could see even more this weekend on St. Patrick's Day, no less. Let's talk about the forecast a little bit this weekend.
So an early glimpse of the forecast shows some pretty steady rain moving in for the second half of Thursday, lasting through the first half of Friday. So there's a chance that the second half of the day, Friday, won't feature rain, but it could feature some snow showers and will actually carry the chance for lake effect snow into the day on Saturday. Which is hard to believe for mid-March. We're still talking about lake effect snow.
Right.
But if you have St. Patrick's Day plans, especially for the second half of Friday, I think the only thing you have to worry about are some snow showers. At least that's the way it's looking at this point.
Right, yeah. And I'm just counting down the days until we hopefully won't have to worry about snow anymore. It starts to warm up a little bit.
I am too, Phil. It's getting to that point. It's fun.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad some of the Michigan natives are also kind of over this already. Blake, again, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate you coming down every Tuesday on the Live Desk.
Yeah, thank you, Phil.
Of course. And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.